In the year 1389 of the Hijri Shamsi calendar, Abu Bakr Baghdadi, the leader of ISIS, had the aspiration to establish a government in Syria and Iraq. He would capture cities one after another and besiege those who wouldn't surrender. Supply deliveries were only possible through the sky, facilitated by Iranian pilots who were pioneers in this aid operation. They would deliver supplies from the sky to them. Everyone would go towards them carrying bags, but the ISIS members would show no mercy and would kill them. A Kurdish fighter named Ali has completed his mission and is on his way back. He intends to take a leave. Another captain is explaining that the city of Palmyra is gradually falling, and ISIS wants to capture it. An air supply plane is grounded due to the pilot's death at the airport. They are waiting for a pilot to fly it from there. Russian pilots have declined the mission, and Syrian pilots take some time to arrive, so the responsibility of flying the plane falls to the Iranians. Captain Ali intends to leave Damascus for Iran. His wife is pregnant, and she is upset about his absence. He also misses her dearly. While watching a video sent by his wife, he receives a message stating that his father wants to undertake the mission alone. Captain Ali's father, Haj Yunus, boards a helicopter to head towards Palmyra. He realizes that his son is on the helicopter too. Insisting on it, he wants his son to accompany him on the mission. It was decided that the father would disembark at the mission location and Ali would return. Meanwhile, watching the video sent by his wife, he sees his mother-in-law telling her that their country already has enough troubles, and if he wants to do something helpful, he should do it here. Why has he gone there? He should be with his wife and child. All the residents of the city of Palmyra are leaving, and a young boy waves his hand as the helicopter takes off. Haj Yunus disembarks from the helicopter and realizes that his son has also disembarked with him. They argue and debate, and his father asks him to return to his family's side. But Ali says that his father hasn't flown for 4 years, and his flying license has expired, making his flight illegal. An officer arrives to escort them to the airplane's shelter, during which they spot a drone that triggers an attack on unarmed civilians by a military vehicle. They strategically destroy it by putting Syrian soldiers in harm's way. Due to ISIS blocking their path, they are forced to head to the airplane's shelter at night. Eventually, they reach there, and Commander Bilal approaches them. He meets Haj Yunus and then takes them to the shelter and inspects the airplane. They find people from Palmyra ready to evacuate and glad about the arrival of the 2 Iranian pilots. With the assistance of the Syrian officers and the people, they clear the runway of debris and place mines beside it. Commander Bilal states that he understands leaving a city with memories and history is tough for them, but they must cooperate. Haj Yunus tells his son that if they're not careful, the sounds of gunfire will soon reach Iran. Captain Ali responds that his father can hear distant sounds better. She says that, "I think you prefer your work over being a father. I've felt fatherlessness. You were always in the war. To always be with you, I chose to become a pilot. But you handed me a leave form. I wanted to be with you, but you became a commander, and I became a subordinate. And we still didn't see each other. I feel defeated." She says that I love you very much. Some of the ISIS prisoners are also boarded onto the plane. The people protest, saying they should be killed, but the soldiers argue that we are not like them. A captive is a captive. The daughter of the deceased pilot, who is in the plane, asks Ali for his help to stay with her. They prepare the plane for takeoff. Ali sends a message to his wife, saying that if she knew what he was doing, she would forgive him. The ISIS prisoners begin to pray. Some of the passengers want to pray in congregation, as it's obligatory regardless of who leads. Captain Ali and Haj Yunus also pray. It's sunrise. The plane is ready for takeoff. Commander Bilal realizes that a group of ISIS members intends to block their path. He doesn't board the plane, he goes towards them and crashes a car into another car that was intended to block them. Eventually, the plane can get clearance for takeoff. Everyone on the plane is happy about the flight taking off, and the pilot tells them that they will soon land in Damascus. Amidst this, a woman reveals several cold weapons she had in her bag. She provokes the people by attacking the ISIS prisoners, inciting everyone towards them. She quietly hands a weapon to one of the ISIS members. Haj Yunus, in the restroom, notices a commotion and sees that the ISIS members are killing innocent people and officers, armed with weapons. Their leader proclaims, "O disbelievers, do you think we are against the will of God? We want to rule the land in the name of God." They confirm their statements with the chant of Allahu Akbar. Captain Ali, upon hearing the gunshot and commotion, shuts off the anti-gunfire system to prevent entry into the cockpit. He intends to position the plane on the nearest runway. If he doesn't do this, the ISIS members will kill everyone en route to Damascus. Captain Ali says they will turn the plane back to Palmyra. Captain's daughter mentions the catastrophe that will befall the people. Two of the ISIS members discuss among themselves. One of them, named Khalid, claims to be from the jihadist group and boasts of his superior propaganda skills over the other. He tells the other to listen to him, as his words matter. The ISIS members forcefully enter the cockpit. Captain Ali intends to land the plane on an abandoned runway. Khalid demands that he doesn't do this and orders the plane to take off. With the assistance of a co-pilot, he's overpowered, and the captain's daughter warns him not to listen to them as they will take them hostage if they return to Palmyra. She believes it's better to die here. The ISIS leader brings Haj Yunus into the cockpit and gives him 1 minute to decide whether to leave and return to Palmyra. Haj Yunus negotiates with Captain Ali, and they swear on the Quran, proposing that women, children, and the deceased remain here, while the others are released in Palmyra. Khalid opposes his father's decision, insisting that the captain's daughter should remain on the plane. His father states that the decision has been made. The plane takes off. Haj Yunus tells Captain Ali that with his courage and the co-pilot's help, they saved the lives of women and children. Khalid and his comrades take pride in their ruthless actions and capturing ordinary people as prisoners. They record videos and are happy about taking over Palmyra. The ISIS leader declares that they will conquer everything: Syria, Iraq, Iran, Turkey. Haj Yunus suggests that they should also capture Israel. He states that their problem is not with the Jews, it's only the Muslims who have turned into infidels. Russian jets approach the plane. Khalid becomes angry and grabs a soldier who smiles at him, telling his father that he negotiated with the enemy. His father explains that he did it for the sake of their people's interests. The soldier cleverly wraps his hands around Khalid's waist and throws both of them out of the plane. The plane lands in Palmyra, and a group of ISIS members is waiting on the runway. Ali says they won't let them go free. The tribal chief is deeply upset due to his father's death. The propagandist ISIS member goes to meet his friends, and the ISIS leader realizes that the members at the runway are not from their tribe. Due to the promise and agreement with infidels, he orders his members to kill him and his wife, and they take the rest of the passengers as captives. Each of the captives is injected with a morphine ampoule and given specific clothing. They lead them into a scene set in an ancient building, and filming is taking place as the extremists are killing the captives. Verses from the Quran and a message read by a young person are heard. In this moment, Ali sees his mother in front of him. His father asks him for permission, and the beheadings begin. In the midst of this, Ali sees an image of a mati, traditional evil eye charm, on one of the extremists, who speaks in Persian, saying how. When he regains consciousness, he sees himself chained to the airplane's wheel. His father confines the others, who haven't been completely killed and are still alive, in a prison cage. They are boiling something in it. Ali asks them to free his father, who is also his co-worker, but they refuse. Cameras are everywhere, and they put a bomb vest on Ali, activating it and handing control to a female co-pilot named Salma, who was in the cabin. They use the name Salma. They want to make the airplane take off. Again, they film the powerful deeds they're doing and broadcast it live. They also want to damage Syria's image, saying that none of the captives are Syrian, and if they cause the plane to explode, they will reveal their real faces. Ali does his best to free his father from the cage, but it's not possible. Captain Ali, with utmost disgust, initiates the airplane's takeoff. He realizes that Salma has another plan. For this reason, he sets the airplane on autopilot towards its destination, Damascus. Salma removes him from the cabin, apparently intending to carry out a suicide operation similar to 9/11. When Ali informs the extremists of this, they are surprised and head to the cabin. He talks to Salma and reminds her of the abhorrent group she used to be a part of. Ali is threatened by one of the extremists who claims they've taken people inside the cages hostage and will kill them, starting with Ali's father, followed by the next hostage who will be killed by Ali himself. Salma and the extremist discuss suicide, and Salma tells him that because he was cowardly, he wasn't told everything. She asserts that she chose to be a mujahid and has the right to choose her own type of death. Salma kills him, saying he made this choice himself. Haj Yunus, due to the knife wound in his throat, can't speak. They remove the bomb vest from him, and he heads towards the cabin to neutralize Salma. She shoots him and gets wounded. Salma loses control due to the shock of the situation and falls into a memory of the demonic group she was once part of. Haj Yunus signals to Ali to attach the rescue parachutes to the cages. Despite being shot and injured, Ali, hindered by the airplane's speed and his own injury, struggles to connect the rescue chutes to the cage's ceiling. The others also assist him in this task. The first and second cages are successfully released, and the cage containing Ali's father is ready to be released. With courage and bravery, Ali respectfully says goodbye to his father and bids him farewell. Just before the airplane crashes into a school due to Salma's actions, Ali activates the bomb and the airplane's debris falls into the mountains outside the city. The cages land safely on the ground. The same young man who was leaving Tadmur and waving his hand to a helicopter is now enjoying freedom, riding a bicycle in a countryside farm. I hope you have enjoyed the movie. To enhance and improve our channel, please share your thoughts in the comments. For next recap, which movies do you like?